check this out real quick.
Fuck.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it there. What happened was she just poked the kid in the face. It looked like the neck, but it was in the face. Right? It's a white woman, an Edomite woman or an Edomite looking woman in the black shirt here. Just walked up and randomly, poked the kid with a sharp object. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is Esau, the man in the black shirt, right? So that's his first reaction. He's just staring at her.
Get the gun out.
And he's just watching her. Now, he just seen her do something to the other kid. And he's just watching. He's just going to let her run up on him again without doing nothing. This shows how much of a coward Esau is, man.
Now you what the fuck?
Yeah. Crazy. It just shows just how weak Esau is, man. If that would have been an Israelite family, she would have got ran down on, man.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Wakwa, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, Wa'akwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawa coming at you with another lesson. Shalom to speckled bird that may look like the other nations but are actually Yasharala. His brother Kawa coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson is going to be on this. I'm not going to lie. This shit pissed me off for several reasons. Number one, obviously, I think anyone can agree that watching someone just attempt to, poke a kid, that's just pretty messed up, for no reason, especially if it's for no reason, okay? That's just not something that I don't think anyone wants to see, but of course Esau wants to see it, by the way. I was about to say no one wanted to see it, but Esau, he would do that, all right? Anyway, to actually get into the thing that matters is, as the brother had mentioned, the dude, the father, I'm assuming which is the father, he just stood there and didn't do anything. You saw if that was his woman, that his wife and his kids, all of them were his kids, I would be what's it called? Mortified that this dude who's supposed to be the father, who's supposed to be the protector and everything, is just standing there watching his kids get poked up, and you're not doing anything to stop it. Why are you? What's wrong with you? All right, that is so fucked up on so many levels that he would just stand there and let that shit happen. All right, Slakia, this is a more emotional take on it, but how are you going to be so, you're just standing there, where's your fight or flight response, where you're at the bare minimum, you pick up the kid and get the kid out of there, get the kids out there, because she literally was going, and that's the thing. Let's go back, because this is what would have been on my mind. Literally, what I would have done, I would have, on some real shit, I would have tried to just, she would have been dog pile, okay? She would have been seeing shoes, all right? That's all I'm going to say, okay? Because I would not have allowed that shit to have gotten to a second one. I will, as a matter of fact, when it comes to just the first part, because this brother actually did go into it, Jake is normally very attentive and alert when it comes to this type of stuff, because we know that this society is not kind to us. We know that whenever stuff happens, or Slacky, we know that anything could happen. So as a result of that, we're not going to allow things to even get to that point. All right. So oftenly, we're going to be like, okay, we see something happening, we see the potential, so as we're walking together, let me keep, because that's been the thing with that's been the thing where that's been the method where, you know, we try to, I'm gonna say more specifically back then, not now, because even now Jake is a lot more like haphazardous, and they've stopped a lot of Jake has just stopped caring, especially the current age parents. A lot of the current age parents, a lot of current age Jake parents, they don't really care. But that's been the thing where what happens is that the Lord is just he's not messing with Jake. All right. So as a result of that, what happens is, bear with me. So basically what happens is, you see these BS stuff that's going on, where this is this type of stuff, this is the type of dangers that you're putting yourself, that we're putting ourselves in. And as a result of that, as a result of that, you know, like as a man, as the father, as the husband and whatnot, you're supposed to protect. You're supposed to be able to protect your family. So why were you just standing there all frozen? Your children looked to you for protection. Your wife looks to you for protection. All right, and you're just over here watching it. Like, look at this one more time. He let that shit happen.
Right. So that's his first reaction. He's just staring at her.
Get the fuck to go.
She literally spun the block to go again. She's like, okay, so the mother is actually doing a fucking good job and protecting her kids better than the husband, and then the dude is leaving the kid right there in range for the woman to just go and lean in. That, what's going on? How is this even conceivably possible? All right, you shouldn't have allowed that shit to happen. You should have been on time and ready to protect your children. That's Slocky. Again, this is an emotional type thing. I apologize for that, but like this is unbelievable. Now, how this links to the scriptures, I want to go into this because this is exactly what sets apart the men from the men of the Lord. All right, because I think this is through the Spirit, where the real thing about this is just the fact that the man, this is a demonstration on how men will basically lose their nerve in time of trouble. Let me actually get this. Wrong one. Men will be afraid.
I'll say America, Israel, France, they are the good guy and the bad guy. What I mean, the bad guy. They're the ones behind many of these coups, many of the destabilization in countries. It's America behind it. They send an operative to destabilize the country. Okay, money's not money. Remember,
Jeremiah 30:6. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness. Basically, they're going to be acting like women in the sense of like, what's it called? Like how a woman is, you know, holding her stomach and say, "Oh my God, the baby's coming, XYZ, blah blah," and all that stuff. Rather than, and then that's the parallel for it, rather than the other way around. All right, so yeah, something to take note of. All right, something to take note of. All right, and the thing here is the thing here is how, you know, we are attempting to, be men of the Lord, try to be strong, try to protect that which is ours. All right, not just say, "Oh, I'm so scared, I'm this and that, or whatever," and stuff like that. All right, you can't be like that. All right, like it's not. That's not how things are gonna go. All right. Anyway, thing about this is with this. Let me continue on with some more precepts. Isaiah 13 verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Basically here is that a man, it's not just a man, it's a man of the Lord more specifically. And with the man of the Lord is going to put that spirit on them of bravery, put the spirit of protection, of victory. All right. And when I say victory, I don't mean specifically as in, oh, a man's gonna be like, well, he might get superpowers. Sure, he might get superpowers. He might do something. He might get super smart or whatever. Or hell, the Lord might just make it so that the something will happen will be in his favor, where he will be protected, and by extension, all that is under him, under said man will be protected, and not necessarily just, oh, the Lord made some stuff work out. All right, so something to take note of. All right, and I just thought that this was a very good lesson to do, because it goes to show, like, you do not want to be partakers in this type of madness and this type of destruction. And that's why so many people are going to be aware, or need to be aware of how important it is to stay on the right side of YAHAWASHI, because even if you are a professional boxer or an ex-military veteran or whatever, there are still times when, if it's just you and you have your kids or your wife or your family, whatever, sometimes you're not enough to handle a situation. Especially, like, what if it's 7 men, all right, that are trying to attack you and your family, and you're the only one that can protect your family and whatnot. Okay, maybe you might be able to get out of it by yourself, but how does that apply when it comes to the other ones? Which, that's why it's so, that's basically the thing where the parallel of it is how us being the men of the Lord's going to make it so that nothing happens, or the Lord's going to make it so that we get out of that situation, or we're going to rectify that situation. Okay, let me actually get that as well. Sirach chapter 12, I think verse 5. Oh, Sirach chapter 33 verse 1. There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation ever again he will deliver him. Okay, so the Lord's not going to allow any evil to fall upon us. All right, so that's Proverbs. Damn. Proverbs 12 verse 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but with the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Okay, so the Lord's not going to allow evil to fall upon us, and you don't need to worry about anything falling upon you for being a diligent follower of Yahawadah. All right, so something to take note of. All right, now next, let me get this. Isaiah 4 verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And that's another thing where a lot of these women, they're going to be watching for which man is not like this man, where the man is actually proactively eager to stop and prevent any type of wickedness from falling upon those that are under him. All right, rather than just saying, I see this woman, I see this man doing this thing. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I'm this and or whatever. All right, like, no, these women. I heard the term is called hypergamous. All right, these women are going to be looking for actual men that actually stand up and actually do something, rather than some woman, or not woman, not rather than some so-called man that is too afraid of his own shadow to even do anything. All right, like this is something to take note of. Like, you can't just stand there and watch your kid get poked up like that. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's genuinely wrong with you to just allow something like that to happen? Don't you have any freaking shame and stuff like that? And Slocky, I know I'm sounding like very harsh, but it's like, this is genuinely unacceptable. All right, I understand that sometimes you are surprised, but it's like, what do you? And I think that's basically the thing. It's because he was caught off guard and he was surprised. He didn't expect that. He was expecting what's the word? Fuck, I'm trying to think the term. He was expecting. Edomites expect that, oh, nothing in this world happens because this is our kingdom, this is our world, so nothing will ever happen. And that's that mindset of like not seeing the dangers, or not wanting to see the dangers. All right, and that's in this Babylonian mindset, because while stuff does happen, of course. We all know that stuff happens. It's just like, you would think some people think that it can never happen to me, or I'm invincible, I'm this, until it actually happens to you. All right. So let's continue on. So yeah, with this, women are going to see this type of stuff, and when Isaiah 4:1 pops off, then these women are not going to go towards men like that. They're going to go towards, more specifically, men of the Lord. Okay, as we read in Isaiah 13:12, a man that's more precious than, more specifically, a man that's more precious than fine gold is a man that actually protects. And the man, all right, that can protect, that's what is truly a man. All right. Let me also get this. Sirach chapter 36 verse 25, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled, and he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. Where, yeah, that's another thing where the man, all right, the man that is supposed to be protecting, the man that's supposed to be looking out for the woman, the man that's supposed to be doing all the stuff, all right, putting his life on the line, protecting everyone, all that is gone. All right, all that is gone because, what happened? What happened? The man, he was weak, and he allowed himself to get killed, or he allowed the women to just get snatched up by some other stronger men. All right, but for us, Isaiah in Isaiah 4:1, when you're under a man of the Lord's going to protect the man and all his possessions. Okay, as well as the people under him. That basically, because it says the whatever, I'll just skip over that for now. Continuing on, Isaiah chapter 1 verse 17, learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. Okay, basically here learn to do well. It says learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, and plead for the widow. Basically, as men, our job is basically to protect the weak, protect those that can't protect themselves. That's basically how we should be acting, but more specifically, we're supposed to be protecting our own. How are you going to protect others if you can't even protect yourself, if you can't even protect your own children, your own wife, and all that stuff? And for this to happen, this is a great shame for this to have been publicized, especially when people can see you just standing there watching her after she poked up your kid, and you're not doing anything, taking any preventative measures to protect your children. All right, this is a shame. And then on top of that, what are you doing? You're just giving you the finger, and then you're too afraid to do anything. You let this woman intimidate you. Of course she has a knife, yeah, but like You didn't do anything to stop while her back was turned, whether it was this, whether it was that, or whatever. Like, I just feel, obviously you're putting yourself in danger. Okay, I understand that, and people don't want to get hurt, but you are, there's a mindset of putting yourself in danger to protect rather than, or to protect and prevent, rather than putting yourself in danger for no reason, and there's no payoff for it. You were in danger regardless, but yet you would rather let your children get poked up rather than put yourself in danger to stop it, to hopefully stop it altogether. All right, and you are a man. You could have overpowered her. All right, that's it. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BA'Hashem, YAHAWASHI, BA'Hashem, RICANS, double honors to the elders and apostles, great male son of Badbal, and Shalom.